They invited her to watch them win. She arrived carrying the one truth they couldn't bury. They invited her because they believed she was harmless now. That was their greatest mistake. 5 years ago, Madeline Cross left New York with one suitcase, a bruised spirit, and a decision that would change everything. To the Harrington family, she was nothing more than a discarded ex-wife, the woman who wasn't strong enough to stay. They erased her name the moment the divorce was finalized. Now, they wanted her back. Not for peace. Not for closure. But to remind her of what she had lost. The invitation arrived wrapped in luxury, thick ivory paper, gold lettering, and the unmistakable arrogance of Evelyn Harrington, the woman who had controlled every room she entered. Mr. Alexander Harrington and Ms. Vivian Cole request the pleasure of your presence. Madeline smiled. Not because she was amused, but because she was ready. Across her San Francisco home, 3 children were sprawled on the floor, arguing over toy planes. Same dark hair. Same sharp gray eyes. And the same unmistakable resemblance to the groom whose name was printed on that card. "Mom, why are you smiling?" one of them asked. "Because the past finally caught up," she said softly. 5 years ago, Madeline had been pregnant, terrified, and cornered. Alexander stayed silent. His family made the rules clear. If she stayed, she would lose everything, including her children. So she left. What they never knew was this: Madeline didn't disappear. She rebuilt. What started as late-night freelance work turned into a tech consulting firm that scaled quietly, relentlessly. While the Harrington empire boasted about old money, Madeline built new power, invisible, precise, unstoppable. But in Evelyn's mind, Madeline was still weak. That's why she placed her near the back at the wedding. That's why she mocked her dress. That's why she believed the past was safely buried. The ceremony took place at a private Malibu estate, overlooking the ocean. Everything screamed status. Power congratulating power. Then Madeline arrived. No announcement. No apology. She stepped out of a dark car wearing soft blue silk and absolute calm. Conversation stalled. Eyes followed her. And then she turned back. "Come here," she said gently. 3 children stepped forward. The resemblance was undeniable. A pause. A whisper. A glass shattering on marble. Alexander froze. Evelyn's face drained of color. Madeline took her seat without a word. "You invited me," she said quietly when Evelyn confronted her. "I brought my family." The truth surfaced quickly, undeniable, documented, irreversible. The wedding never finished. But Madeline didn't stay to watch the collapse. This wasn't revenge. It was resolution. In the weeks that followed, power shifted. Custody was negotiated, not demanded. Alexander learned humility one Saturday at a time. And Evelyn Harrington was left with a name that no longer opened doors. Madeline returned home to her children. She hadn't won by destroying them. She won by becoming untouchable. Moral of the story: never underestimate the quiet ones. Some people don't come back to prove a point. They return because the truth is finally strong enough to stand on its own.